Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion. My name is Dylan, and this is Miette, my cat. She likes to join us for many practices. Today's class is for days when it's really too hot to do a standard quick vinyasa flow or an interval yoga flow like you often see on this channel. So today is going to be a little bit slower. It's going to be focusing on cooling postures. So you can still get that stretch in. You're probably going to sweat a little bit, but it's not going to be as crazy as normal. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So make your way to the front of the mat, to Tadasana. Make sure that your toes are in front of the heel, directly in front of the heel, so the heel is behind the widest part of the foot. Toes are facing directly forward. You can gently lengthen the tailbone towards the space between the heels, and you'll notice how that draws your lower abs up and in. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, palms energetic, facing the front of the mat. Gently dip the chin and close the eyes. Take one big full breath through the nose and open the mouth, exhale it out, allow the shoulders to relax a little more. Inhale completely, noticing the rib cage move side to side. Open the mouth, exhale, weight in the heels, micro bend the knees. Inhale, lifting through the crown of the head. And exhale, release. Now take a few breaths here, finding center, coming to become present for our time on the mat, letting go of the day thus far, whatever that means for you. Two more full, complete breaths. And on your next inhale, swoop the arms down, around, and up. Coming to meet a prayer above the head. Exhale, draw the prayer to heart center. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Inhale, reach, linking breath to movement. Exhale, thumbs to sternum. Two more like this. Really being expansive, taking up space, moving intentionally. Last one. And on your exhale, draw the prayer to heart center, micro bend the knees, flat back, forward fold. You can deeply bend the knees if you'd like. Allow the crown of the head to be heavy, the torso to drape over the thighs. Dip the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Roll the shoulders down the spine. So gravity takes over everything here but the shoulders. Excellent. Bend through the left leg. Press into the left hand. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Twist. Straighten the right leg. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach up and over. Exhale, fold, switch sides, bend through the right leg now. Inhale, left arm reaches for the sky. Straighten the left leg, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach up and over, stretch, and forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, dip the chin. Exhale, plant the palms, set the left leg back. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Easy twist. Today's practice is all about being intentional with the movement. So we'll be moving slowly, really feeling into the body. Reach up and overhead, long line of energy from the tips of the fingers to the left heel. And plant the palms, step it back to plank. And step the left foot forward, just behind, or take the place of the left hand, and inhale, the left arm reaches up to the sky. Easy twist. Squeeze the left knee in towards the midline, press energetically through that right heel, and reach up and overhead. Plant the palms, step it once more to plank, and then bring the belly all the way to the mat. Wrists under shoulders, squeeze the elbows in towards the body, press through the tops of the feet, dip the chin, inhale, cobra. Press through the hip points, keep the elbows super bent and squeeze into the side body, and release. Take the right arm out to the side now. I obviously have to move because my cat is in the way, but take the right arm either straight out to the side or bent slightly, and open the left hip up on top. Ooh, if you have a cat, you can use them as a pillow. This is nice. Stretching the front of the shoulder. So again, you could have that right elbow bent, left hip stacks on top of the right. You can use your left foot as a kickstand. Stretching the front of the right shoulder. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Last one. And roll through center, switch sides. So take the left arm out now, either straight out or bent. Press the left shoulder down and open the right hip on top of the left. Really press down through the left hand. You should feel this in the front of the left shoulder. If you don't, maybe you want to bend the elbow. Get it a little deeper into the stretch. Two more breaths. Excellent. Roll back through center. Take the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Press it up to tabletop first. Give me a strong tabletop. Spread the fingers wide. Make sure that you can see a pie slice of color between each finger. Wrists directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Press through the tops of the feet. Engage the core. Drop the belly. Move the heart space between the biceps. Dip the chin. And then round the tailbone, round the back up to the sky, chin to chest. Inhale, ripple through cow pose. Really move the heart space between the biceps, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, tailbone to the mat, shoulder blades up to the sky. Last one. Moving intentionally, feeling each vertebra as it moves and grooves. And inhale back to center, flip the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Pedal through one leg and then the other. Roll the shoulders away from the ears by externally rotating the biceps. Press through the base of each finger. Dip the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Find a down dog that feels really juicy for you, feels really good, whether that be in movement or in stillness. For 3 complete breaths. Try to slow it down. See if you can't count another beat on the inhale and the exhale. Inhale, right heel kicks to the sky. Keep the hips square and drop the right foot behind the left. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold with crossed ankles. Let the crown of the head point towards the floor. Again, gravity takes everything but the shoulders, so keep the shoulder heads away from the ears. And stay here, or you can deepen it by walking your hands over to the left. You should feel a nice stretch in the outer edge of the right leg. Awesome. Walk it back in. Walk the hands back forward, kicking the right heel up. And exhale, step it through. Drop the left knee to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. You can turn the toes not under, so press through the top of the foot. Allow the left shin to sink into the mat. Hands up above the head, or you can always keep them on the hips as well. Squeeze the right knee in towards the midline. Press equally into all four corners of the right foot. Take the right hand to the right hip. Reach up and over, side bend. Maybe look up under the left shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Plant the palms, step it back to plank. We won't stay here too long. This isn't too much of a heating class, so bring the belly to the mat. Squeeze the elbows in towards the body. Inhale, cobra, dip the chin. Press through the hip points, long back. Don't crunch in the lower back. Exhale, release, and press it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg kicks high to the sky. Drop the left foot behind the right now and walk the hands back to the back of the mat. Dip the chin, neck long, shoulders relaxed. You should be feeling a nice stretch here. An option to go a little deeper by walking the hands over to the right. Walk the hands back to center and forward to downward dog. Kick the left heel up and exhale, step it through. Drop the right knee down, come on up, low lunge. Allow the right shin to melt into the mat. Press equally into all four corners of the left foot. Engage the core, and hands can either be up in the air or on the hips. Yogi's choice. Take the left hand to the left hip now and reach up and over, side bend. Maybe look under the right shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Plant the palms. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. So bring the belly to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Shake the head yes and no. Now take the left hand to the center of the mat. Reach the right hand towards the left ankle or maybe thigh. Look under the left shoulder. Twist. Really pressing through the left arm. Lots of energy here. And switch sides, right hand to the center now, left hand in the direction of the right ankle, but it doesn't have to reach all the way, just the intention is what matters. Looking under the right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel kicks to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Noticing if perhaps this low lunge maybe feels different from the one before. Maybe it feels the same, more intense. Maybe you feel more flexible now. Awesome. Take the hands to the hips. Straighten through the right leg. Flex the right toes back towards your face. You might need to readjust slightly to make sure your hips stay square. Get long through the spine, and on an exhale breath, walk the hands forward, hinging at the hips. Keep a flat back to come into half splits. Great place for blocks or animals if they happen to want to be sitting right next to you. Do your best to keep the hips square. Maybe micro bend in the right knee. to avoid injury. Making whatever adjustments you might need. And noticing as well that as you breathe, as you lengthen the breath and you send the breath to the place where you feel sensation. So in this case for me, it's my hamstring and a little bit in my glute. But as you send the breath there, you begin to soften, allowing you to get more deeply into the stretch. Awesome. Rebend through the right knee, plant the palms, step it back to plank, and bring the belly to the mat, roll the shoulders back and down, press through the tops of the feet, cobra, really using the lower back to lift, and release, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel kicks to the sky, exhale, step it through, drop the right knee down, inhale, low lunge. Keeping it intentional, keeping it precise. Noticing how this side maybe is different than the other side. Where do you feel the stretch? Where do you feel the sensation? Square the hips. Squeeze the left knee in towards the midline. Lift through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders. Now take your hands to your hips. Straighten that left leg, flex the left foot towards your face. Again, taking whatever micro adjustments you might need to square the hips. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Hinge at the hips now, micro bend in the left knee, keep a flat back, and bring your hands to the mat or blocks for half splits. Taking whatever micro adjustments you need before sinking into the pose a little more. Slowing down the breath and sending the breath into the body, into the places where you feel the most sensation, and letting the body know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to release. Three more breaths. Rebend through the left leg now, step it back to plank, and bring the belly all the way to the mat. Take I can't speak today. Take the arms straight out to the side. The cat's not going to be happy about this. Take the arms straight out to the side. And now it's once again all about the intentionality. So you'll take the right foot and twist, attempting to get the right foot as close as it can to that left hand. It doesn't have to touch, doesn't have to be anywhere near it. It's the thought that counts here. And flow back through center. Take the left foot now in the direction of that right hand. And come back. Right foot to left hand. Flow through center, left foot to right hand. We'll do 3 more. On each side. So 2. And 3. And come back through center. Press it back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel kicks to the sky. Rock it forward to plank, so three-legged plank. Draw the right knee in between the elbows and kick it through to the left side, so between the left foot and left hand. From here, drop the left heel down, come up onto your right hand. A little bit of a side plank variation. And place the left hand back down. Walk both hands now over to the right. So the left foot is still out to the side. IT band stretch. Walk it back through center. Kick the right foot high, three-legged dog, and step it down. Inhale, left heel kicks to the sky. Rock forward to three-legged plank. Draw the left knee in between the elbows, and then kick it to the right. Drop the right heel down, lift the right arm up. Side plank variation. And drop the right hand back down. You lift that right heel and walk the hands over to the left. Flex through the left foot. I know there's a lot of lefts and rights and twists, and it's kind of confusing, but you should feel this on the outer edge of your left leg. And walk the hands back in. Kick the left foot to the sky, three-legged dog, and downward facing dog. Take a big full breath. Excellent. Inhale. Rock it forward to plank now. And we're going to flow through some side planks. So you drop onto the outer edge of the right foot, lift the left arm up, rainbow the body, reach up and overhead, flow back through plank, strong plank, drop the hips to the left, come onto the outer edge of the left foot, right arm reaches to the sky, rainbow, and back to plank. Over to the left, rainbow, rainbowing the body, strong plank, and to the left, rainbow. So side body stretch with plank in the middle. Moving slowly and intentionally. This is not a race. It's just all about feeling into the body and having a nice, stretchy, flowy day when it's really hot and you don't want to do a power flow. Two more. Last one. And plank. Bring the belly to the mat now. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press it back to child's pose. You can take the knees super wide. Allow the forehead to melt into the mat. Relax the shoulders. Palms face each other. Widen through the lower back. Hips heavy. On your next inhale, rock forward to tabletop. Flip the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And walk, slowly meander the feet to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, come back up to standing. Clasp the hands above the head, ground down through the left foot, and side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center and to the left. Back through center, draw the prayer to heart center. Once again, take a deep breath in and out. Blink the eyes open and take a big step back so you're facing the side of the mat. Just take a second here in plie, so point the toes towards the diagonals. Knees traction over toes, weight in the heels, lift the heart space, and side bend flow to the left and to the right, moving gracefully and slowly, feeling into all angles of the body. Two more on each side. Excellent. Come back through center. Take your hands on the inner edge of the thighs. Straighten that right arm. Look over the left shoulder. Keep the hips low. Twist. And flow through center. Look over the right shoulder. And back into the middle. Straighten the legs. Point the toes straight towards the side of the mat. Maybe bring the heels a little bit farther apart. And engage the core. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, flat back, wide-legged forward fold. You can take your hands to blocks, of course. Just allow the weight to press evenly through all four corners of the feet. The neck to be long, the head to be heavy wherever you're at. Maybe keep a micro bend in the knees. Take both hands now to the right ankle, twist. To the left ankle, twist. Come back through center. Inhale, half lift, hands on the hips, engage the core, micro bend the knees. Exhale here. Inhale, press all the way back up to standing and come to the front of the mat. Take the feet as wide as the mat, toes out, heels in, and sink the hips down, yogic squat. Press the hands to prayer, elbows press gently into the inner edge of the thighs. Not quite on the knees, just below maybe. Lift the heart and allow the inner thigh to stretch, hips heavy. Relax the shoulders, dip the chin, peel the tongue off of the roof of the mouth, and lengthen the breath. And take your hands behind you now, come to a seat. Take the soles of the feet together, knees apart. If you need to come and sit up on a bolster or a block to lift the hips to make this more comfortable, definitely do so. Hands to the ankles, elbows gently press into the knees. Inhale, create a long flat back, and keeping that length, exhale, forward fold. Shoulder blades glide down the back. Gentle stretch to the inner thighs. And while you're here, play with flexing the glutes and see if that helps get more deep into the stretch. So I've noticed if you flex the glutes, it draws the thighs farther away, which feels nice. Makes it a little bit more of an active pose. So you choose whichever you prefer for today's practice. And release. Choice to come back into this pose or take a wide-legged forward fold. So spread your legs as wide as they can go. That is comfortable for you. Again, option to stay in Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Flex the feet, toes up towards the sky. ground down through the thighs, ground down through the sits bone, so really engage the legs, and then walk the hands forward as far as feels comfortable to you. That might be staying upright. If you're already feeling a huge stretch along the backs of the thighs, definitely stay upright. You can also choose to walk forward a little bit more if that is in your practice. So look at your toes and make sure the toes are facing directly into the air and the feet are flexed. If the toes are not, if the toes are facing out, try to internally rotate your thighs a little bit more. If the toes are facing in, try to straighten them up more towards the sky. Keep the core engaged, the chin dipped, and the hands close to the body. You might need to keep the arms bent. Your choice. There's a lot of variables here, a lot of variations as well. As you're ready, walk the hands back in, come on up, turn to face the right foot now, flex the right foot back, really engage through that left leg though, and forward fold towards the right leg. Ground down through the left hip, so you might not be able to go down as much as you think you want to, but that's okay. Inhale, glide through center, other side, flex through that right foot, ground down through the right leg, and forward fold over the left leg. Inhale, back up. Take the legs long now. Right foot to the inner edge of the left thigh. Flex the left foot. Inhale, grow tall. Lift through the fingertips, lift through the crown of the head. And exhale, hinge from the hips. Forward fold over that left foot, Janu Shavasana. Forehead to knee pose, but your forehead doesn't have to be anywhere near your knee. It's just the name. Inhale, switch sides. Right leg long, left foot to the inner right thigh. Engage the core, lift through the crown of the head, lift through the hands, flat back, square the hips, best you can. Flex the right foot and forward fold. Noticing that this side might be different than the other with compassion and grace. Leave judgment at the door. Inhale, come on up. Take both legs long once again. Take the heels to the mat, feet hip distance apart. Take both hands now over to the left and behind. Lift that right hip up. Forehead comes towards the mat, martial arts twist. Relax the shoulders, bend the elbows. Heels stay on the mat, other side. Just a full spinal twist. One more time each side. Take the soles of the feet to the mat now. Roll down onto your back. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. Flex the left foot. A few ankle circles with that right ankle rather. And then draw the left knee up behind the right. Maybe taking the left foot to the mat and allow both knees to come over to the left. Maybe hook that right foot behind the left calf if that feels good to you. And cactus the arm, so bend to 90 degrees at the elbow. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Allow gravity to take over the knees. And come back up. Take the right leg long, left knee draws in towards the chest. A few ankle rolls. And then draw the right knee behind the left. Maybe take the right foot to the mat for a second and bring both knees over to the right. Your choice to hook the foot behind the calf and cactus the left arm. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Take both legs long now. Hands fall to the left and right. Shimmy the shoulders up underneath the heart space and allow the feet to fall, the hands to relax, the shoulders to melt, the eyebrows to release. And remember that no matter the weather, no matter the temperament or temperature of the skies, the politics, the world, we always have the chance to move and live intentionally, to be present in the moment, in the body. So I hope that this practice has helped bring your attention to that awareness. And remember that the practice that we have on this here yoga mat can be taken off of the mat and incorporated and intertwined with every moment and every day in our lives. Stay here in Shavasana for as long as you're able, and I'll see you very soon with our next class together. From my heart to yours, Namaste.